All right, hopefully, bear with it. A little bit of technical difficulties here. Make sure we go. How we doing? All right, how we doing on this channel? We doing good. Can I get a mic check, ladies and gentlemen? Can I get a mic check? Untamed, what's good, bro? Can I get a mic check, Untamed? How I sound? Can you hear me? This brother has cut. Can y'all hear me? Loud and clear. Ah, hey. Oh, we got the VIP of the show, ladies and gentlemen. All right, all right. Untamed, what's good, Untamed? All right. Burrows, what's good? This brother has come a long way. Proud of you. Man, I'm proud of you too, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Live Hour, YouTube's premiere Off the Clock appliance repair talk for off the clock appliance repair techs. I'm your host with the most, Brother B. And you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, please stick around. Tonight is going to be a wonderful show. It's 2025, well, right around the corner. technically, but we did it. 2024 is in the books. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a special year for me because, it's been like over a decade now. And, I just been doing some life reflecting. And, after doing YouTube for so many years, you run out of topics to talk about when it comes to appliance repair. So I wanted to share with you guys tonight a special show, a show that means something to me. And the show is, in 2025, is appliance repair even a career? Is it even a career? Is it worth it? In today's market, are there better options? Are we wasting our time? Are we still on the gold mine? Are we still doing something that's esoteric that nobody knows about? We're gonna dive into that. But before we get into tonight's show, I gotta pay bills. I gotta pay bills. I haven't been on here for a while. I've been busy. I'm so sorry. But we got to pay a little bills. So, with that said, let's get right into tonight's episode of Channel News. Ladies and gentlemen, I run an operation here at South Florida called tmmacademics.com. And basically what that is it is let me share my screen with y'all. Pardon me. What I run, ladies and gentlemen, is a hands-on training facility. Now, this training facility is like none other. This training facility, you come down to South Florida, you get partnered with your own appliance, you get partnered with your own tools, you get partnered with your own unit. And what this program does is, it's a hands-on program. Richard and I, we stand over your shoulders, but you work on your own units. You remove your own compressors. You remove your own evaporators. But it's also partnered by theory. It's partnered by supervision. It's partnered by experience. Over 50 years of experience. Ladies and gentlemen, it brings me great joy and great honor to bring this to you. This is my training facility. We have a hands-on training coming up, and because we get that question all the time. So I wanted to break the news with y'all tonight. There y'all have it. We got two. We got February 14th and February 18th, back to back. In April. No, I'm sorry. One in February and one in April. Okay? One is in February and one is in April. So, if you want to learn seal systems, if you want to go to jobs, right? And when you get to your jobs, and these jobs are refrigerator jobs, and you show up to these big, fancy, built-in units, these big, fancy French door units, these big, fancy Italian units, Bertazzoni, German units, Miele, Sub-Zero, Viking, Thermador, and you show up, Joe Blow, the mechanic. And as Joe Blow, the mechanic, the customer tells you, Joe Blow, my fridge isn't cooling. But you're Joe Blow, so you're going to do your due diligence. You're going to open up the doors. You're going to check with your thermometer. You're going to listen for your evaporator fan. You're going to listen for your condenser fan. You're going to feel your compressor. You may even be so diligent that you remove the evaporator cover. Oh, you're a thorough technician. And then when you do, you realize that the evaporator is only a quarter frosted, or there's a big ice wall by the capillary tube. And I hope you even know what I mean by that. But then you say to yourself, man, I don't know what to do at this point. I don't know what I'm dealing with. Am I dealing with a unit that's low on freon? Am I dealing with a unit that has a bad compressor? Am I dealing with a unit that has a restriction? I don't know. And how many of you guys do that? I'm here to offer the solution. If you want to be one of those mechanics, one of those technicians that arrive to the customer's house and do everything I said, but take it one step further by pulling out a piercing valve and attaching it to your service stub on your compressor, your process stub, and then securing your piercing valve, hooking up your gauges, and reading pressures. Man, when the customer sees that, that customer has a level of reassurance, a level of confidence that you've given them by the way you conduct your service call. And it gets better when you attend my program, because not only do you look like the part, but you actually know what you're doing. Because off your gauges, we teach you your pressures. We teach you how to use your gauges. We teach you how to evacuate. We teach you how to recover. We teach you how to flush the system. We teach you how to isolate. Three-way valve, R600. If you want to get into the refrigeration side of appliance repair, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not trying to be egotistical. I'm not trying to be cocky. None of the sort. I'm here to be honest. TMM Academics. We are the best when it comes to this kind of training, because we offer you your own products, your own tools. You work with our program, exposes you to your own deficiencies. If you don't even know how to use the tools right away, you start realizing like, wow, I got a lot of learning to do when I get back home. If you're a kind of guy that has back issues, knee issues, right away, the rigors of our program will expose you. We've had guys that have came in their later years in their life and decided that they wanted to do this sort of repair. And there is a certain level of physicality involved with this. Getting up, getting down, pulling the fridge back, bending on your knees, taking a cover off, it involves a bit of physicality. And guys went home midway through the program. Our program is really, it will expose you to you. So again, I won't dedicate the whole show selling my course, but I don't get on here much. So if I don't promote it, who else is? Again, go on over to, let me go ahead and share it out with y'all. Bear with me. Again, www.tmmacademics.com. Again, we got two courses, class. We got February 14th, which is Valentine's Day, through the 17th. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Then you out of here Monday night. You go back to your prospective destination, ready for work on Tuesday. So you only miss 2 days, Friday and Monday. And you got 4 days worth of training. If that's too soon for you, well, okay. We got a further one in April 18th through the 21st. Again, 4-day system. And this is what it looks like. You get your own unit. That's the guys there. You get your own unit. You remove your own evaporator. And everybody here has their own fridge. These guys were just huddled around this guy to see him do it because they were, probably like, let me see how you do it first. But everybody in that picture, they removed their own evaporator, removed their own compressor, removed their own condenser. It's certain condensers that are on the bottom of the fridge. We actually had to lean the fridge forward and pull them out in the bottom. So like it's a real immersive hands-on experience. So again, if you're interested in that, right, and you want to learn more about it, I'll share the link with you. Let me put this in the comment section. Boom. Again, we offer the best hands-on training in the appliance industry, bar none. And we don't say that to brag or egotistical. It's just the truth. All right. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I laid out channel news. We look forward to seeing you out there, okay? Please, if you support the channel and you want to get more training, please go on over to www.tmmacademics.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the next phase of the show, which is industry news. And ladies and gentlemen, we are on the horizon of big conventions coming up, okay? A personal story. These conventions have transformed my life. These conventions have made opportunities for me. These conventions have brought in a fair amount of money. We'll leave it there. These conventions opened up doors. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, in tonight's episode of Industry News, I need to share with you what's on the horizon. I need to share with you what is on the horizon. And with that said, in tonight's episode of Industry News, ladies and gentlemen, the time is upon us. ASTI 2025. For those that don't know what is ASTI, please allow me to tell you. ASTI is an appliance convention. There's multiple facets to this convention. In this convention, there's all sorts of training, i.e., business training, i.e., technical training, i.e., networking. This event, ladies and gentlemen, is where all of the professional servicers in the appliance repair industry gather. Here, ladies and gentlemen, you can sign up with manufacturers. Right here, we're seeing a range, French range, by a service company that I offer, that I am one of their vendors and a proud vendor of theirs, Lucaritive range. Ladies and gentlemen, this range here you see here is $10,000. You know how much they pay to get those fixed? There's mentors, business speakers. There's other professionals. Here's Mr. Dean Landers, an industry OG. There's applications, business solutions dispatching software companies, parts solutions companies. There's all sorts of representatives who attend there. There's training. Here you have a picture of Appliantology, a wonderful source of training. Please check them out at appliantology.org. Vendors in the seal system arena, Vulcan Lock Ring, who hand out raffles. You get prizes, tools. It's a wonderful event. And if you look carefully, you'll find Brother B back here in this area where the spirits are served. That's where you can network. Wonderful networking events. You sit with technicians from all across the country. You ask other technicians the questions and the problems that you're having. This is a wonderful time to bring them up to other servicers and ask these other servicers, hey, here's what I got going on. How are you going about this? And get answers from multiple people. I promise you that whatever you're looking for, you're going to find it there. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a wonderful event. Here you see some of the hands-on training. Wonderful competitions, speakers, shows. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I hope to see you guys out there. If you are serious about the appliance repair industry, you want to go check these guys out, ASTI. The official date is January 8th through the 12th. Orlando, Florida. Come out here in the sun. Get away from y'all cold climates. Y'all freezing wherever y'all at. I'm sure y'all are. Come down here to Florida, South Florida. It's nice and warm. It's about 69, 70, 71. And that's cold for us, believe me. But come check us out. Wonderful weather. Again, that's ASTI 2025. And if you use the code TMM 2025, you get $50 off of the ticket. Okay. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as I continue in tonight's episode of Industry News, maybe you say to me, Brother B, that's too short. That's too short. I can't make February. I can't make February, Brother B. I got you. I got you. Then I got the next best thing possible. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to go down here to these guys here. MSA convention. March 18th through the 21st. Let's go through a list of the vendors that are going to be present. LG, Speed Queen, Vulcan Lock Ring, Midea, Bosch, Fisher Paykel, Procter Gamble, Magic Chef, Whirlpool, GE, Electrolux, Samsung. And that's just to name a few. That's the major manufacturers. What about all the technical trainers that are gonna be out there, like TMM Academics, like the Samurai, like a bunch of other technical trainers like us that are gonna be out there. Great way to network. Great way to build your company. Great way to one-on-one build rapport with major manufacturers. I say this story a gang of times on the channel. I'm from 2186 Kruger Avenue, Bronx, New York, 10462. A real shithole. And I went from that to partnering with companies like LG, Liebherr, Midea, Bertazzoni. I partnered with these multi-million-dollar companies And every day I get work orders from them. Ding, you've received a work order. Ding, you've received a work order. Ding, you've received a work order. I wouldn't have made these connections if I didn't take the leap of faith and go out there and meet these manufacturers and go out there and build a rapport. And if I could do it with my humble beginnings, I know you could do it. So again, this is a great opportunity to partner with OEM, major manufacturers. You imagine you get Bosch. I never would get Bosch because Bosch is sold up in my area. But if they gave me Bosch, oh my God. Who else? A Speed Queen. You imagine if they gave me, or Whirlpool. There's a guy out here named Flamingo that he has a monopoly on Whirlpool. But you imagine they gave me Whirlpool? I would be a millionaire. But ladies and gentlemen, maybe there's not those other companies in your area. Maybe you live in the middle of Middletown nowhere. These major manufacturers want to partner with you. So this is a great way to grow your business and a great way to expand. So again, if you want more information, and I'll be talking more about them as the time progresses, because we still got a little bit of time before we get to them. But if you want more information, please check these fine folks out. I'll leave their info in the comment section. Let me leave this in the comment section. All right. Go on over to msaworld.com/2025 MSA convention. Now, before I leave y'all, right? Before I leave you guys, and we move on to the next phase, I do want to stick around with Marcone for a little while. I do. And here's why. I want to talk to you guys about something else that these fine folks offer. And that's msaworld.com. Now, what is msaworld.com? It's a wonderful source. And this part of the show, I could say I'm sponsored. I get a free membership. That's it. I don't get no money. I just get a free membership. But wow, is this membership worth it? Let me explain to you what this membership entails, right? So you sign up with MSA, right? And you get this wonderful product resources, vault of 8,408 records. Now, what are these records, you may ask? A bunch of manuals, a bunch of parts, a bunch of service bulletins. And what do they look like? What's the resolution? What does the quality look like? Well, let's take a look. Again, nice and clear. Some other platforms bless their hearts, but they blast their image on it. Like, this image is courtesy of, whoever.com. But that whoever.com, it blurs the image. I can't see. But this is nice and clear. It don't look beat up. And again, whatever you type in, they pretty much have it. I will say, of every time that I've used these guys, they've come through for me when it comes to my schematics, when it comes to my tech sheets. Let's look at this Frigidaire here, see what it looks like. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen with y'all. Damn, what happened? Hold on. Damn, all that time I was talking, I wasn't sharing my screen? God, I'm so sorry, y'all. Bear with me. I'm trying to share my screen, show y'all this schematic and this and how clear it looks. Let me close this and let me open up this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sharing my screen and you know how it is. All right. So this is what their schematics look like. Hopefully you guys could see this. Let me verify. Yeah, there you go. You can't see this. All right. So again, you get to a job, right? You working on a unit. This is important stuff, man. Diagnostic mode, error code, troubleshooting tests. Each one of them I could break down, and I could break down their importance. The diagnostic mode in itself is infinitely valuable. A washer from start to finish may take an hour and a half, 2 hours. You gonna stick around that long? Not me. But a washer only got but a few parts. Inlet valves, a motor, agitator, the coupler, drain pump, a board, pressure switch, like only a few parts. And what I like about the diagnostic mode is that I can activate all of these components one by one. I have a customer that says it's not filling with water. No problem, lady. What temperature is not filling? Oh, it's not filling with hot. Wonderful. Obviously, after I check the wall, and this make sure that the valve is open, and I make sure I'm getting water at the unit, I enter it into diagnostic mode. And I go to the hot water inlet valve and I toggle it on and I toggle it off. And while I'm toggling on and off, I got my voltmeter hooked up and I'm checking for 120. Is this board supplying 120? Is this inlet valve shooting out? Like I'm not there for the 2 hours. I'm there for what the problem is and I'm out. And that's the beauty of diagnostic mode. Error codes. Every time a customer calls me and says, oh, I got a Kenmore, blah, 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 with a C6 error code, I go to MSA, I put in what does that error code mean? And that gives me an idea of what I'm walking into. This website is good for pre-gaming. Troubleshooting. The manufacturer themselves tell you how to approach these errors. The manufacturer themselves give you a step-by-step walkthrough. If you get this error code, this is what you do. I urge you to follow that. It makes you a better technician. It shows you good habits. And these universal practices apply to all appliance repair, all washer repair, all dryer repair. So again, there is a great deal of value in this website here. And again, let me share them with you. Guys, their name, msaworld.com. You gotta get involved with them. I use them all the time. Great source of service bulletins, great source of information. You want to check them out. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we spoke channel news. We spoke industry news. Now we're going to get into the live hour. Ladies and gentlemen, it's midnight, about to be on a Friday night. You fine folks don't have to be here, but you're here. And you're listening to me talk. And I appreciate that. But I promise you I won't waste your time. Why do I have us here? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's the end of the year. It's a good time to reflect. It's a good time to sit back and look at the year and think, was it good? Was it bad? Was there room for improvement? But ladies and gentlemen, for me, it's over a decade now. And when I started this, guys, y'all could go through my earlier videos. I was young, and I was, a little unpolished, if you will. And for me, at 30 years old, or 31 or 32, when I got into this, when I found out that you could change a dryer belt and make $150 in less than 30 minutes, That did something to me. And that the police ain't gonna mess with me, that I ain't got my friends gonna kick down my door. I ain't got like to hide. Like once I figured out that there was legal money like this, I said, whoa, I gotta know more about it. And over a decade ago, I got into this. I didn't know about business. I didn't know about etiquette. I didn't know about planning. I didn't know anything. I was a mess on two legs. And I got into this business. And I built a relationship with Sears. Sears, they used to pay me $100 for every call they would give me. And I had a contract with them that they would give me 5, 6 calls daily. So from a guy that wasn't making that much to making, 2, 3 thousand weekly, man, that was all right. And I don't even know if I should be saying that online, but it's legal money. I ain't doing nothing bad to nobody. I'm fixing people's headaches. But that did something to me, when I was 30. And when I was 35, I hit a rough patch in my life because my biggest vendor gave up on me because of COVID. Customers didn't want people going into their house. My service manager said, look, we're going to put you on pause. I had technicians working for me. I had all of my eggs in that one basket, and I couldn't supply them work. And, they have families, so they had to leave and go look elsewhere. I suffered losses in this industry. I I suffered wins in this industry. I was 32, 33 in the boom of my best years. I was in my early 30s in San Diego, 20, 30 minutes from the border of Tijuana. And without, perverting the show or going left or anything, but like, man, if you got a couple dollars in Tijuana, you all right. You doing good. And I was doing that. I I was the youngest person in my neighborhood who lived by themselves. I had Cadillacs. I had all types of jewelry, Jordans, a bunch of, you know, nights out. I don't want to be vulgar, but like I had a lot of fun, and it was because of appliance repair. I should have invested that money in a house and this and that, but I come from ignorance. And I didn't know that. I didn't grow up privileged with mom and dad from Harvard and a financial coach or none of that. I had to learn all this on my own. But at 35, Sears said that was it. No more. I had to restructure my business completely. I had to start from ground zero. I hired an SEO company. When I hired an SEO company, I had to organically build my Google reviews. I had 0 reviews. I had to go from one, and now I'm at like 87 or 86. Like I had to, over the years, ask for these reviews. I had to attend these seminars like ASTI and partner with these major manufacturers and provide exceptional work, make it my duty to be their preferred vendor in my area. Anytime that they would call me with a headache, I made it my duty to get rid of that headache. I made it my duty to be somebody that they could rely on with all my vendors. LaCanch, Midea, Bertazzoni, Hisense, Viking, Liberia, whoever, any company, any service manager. I made it my duty to be I don't know if I am or not, but for some reason they keep giving me work. But I made it my duty to be their best. I made it my duty to provide good work to my customers. I didn't know about marketing. I didn't know about Nothing. You know, I just knew that $150 to change the drive belt, and that was gonna change my life. Then when I found out about Seal System, oh, that's when things really went to the next level. But you know, I'm 43 now, guys. Now I'm about to be 44. I've been on this YouTube thing 6, 7 years. For those day oneers, when I used to be in the house and all that, and riding with my son Machiavelli, that he died, my dog, R.I.P. to my son Mac, you know, he died like after being 11 years old. Like, you guys see me as a young man evolve into what you're seeing now. And, you know, my business now is in a really good place. You know, I'm no longer dependent on one company. If today, God forbid, one company decides, oh, we're not sending, no problem. I got so many other companies, whatever. I got repeat customers. I got word of mouth customers. I got property manager customers. I'm on Google strong in my area. I'm on the top of the pages. But this took a decade, over a decade to get to this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here now. And the question is in 2025, is it worth it? You know? And I'm reflecting on that, y'all. You know, I being an entrepreneur is a lot of work. You know, all these companies that I'm talking to you about, they send you work through a portal. And in their portal, you have to fill out information, submit a claim to get paid from that portal. And then you have to track it and make sure that they actually pay you, because nobody's going to track your money. Nobody's going to tell you, hey, we owe you money, we got to send it to you. No, you got to do all that. Customer invoice, parts lookup, route management, all that. You know, it took me over a decade to learn this stuff. And now I ask, this is a public chat. This is a public forum. What I could tell you is that I work a lot. I work about 12 hours daily. I get started. I get out of the bed around 7 with my eyes open. Around 8:30, I'm in my van. I'm out the door. I, I'm I'm selling parts on eBay because I have an online eBay store, which is great, by the way. But that's a subject for another day. But I do sell parts on eBay. Make a nice change doing that. I work 2 shifts, 12 to 4, 4 to 8. You know, I get home around 9, 9:30. I work a lot. I work a lot. And you know, I probably run about 4. Nah, bullshit. I'm not trying to be vulgar, but bullshit. I run about six to 8 calls daily. Most of my warranty companies, I have an agreement with them somewhere 125 to 185 per call. You know, I have some CODs that I charge a little bit more for that. I have some repeat customers that, you know, I give them a discount because they've used me. Some elderly folk, military folk. So, you know, I mean, if we talk, if we doing a reflection about the career of appliance repair, I don't know nothing else. So I'm ignorant to compare this to anything else. I'm ignorant to say if this is a success or this is a failure. What I could say intelligently is that it's all I do. And it's a 6-figure career, but 6 figures ain't shit in today's economy. I think you got to do appliance repair, and you got to have 1 or 2 more hustles in today's economy to really thrive. There's plenty of work, and this work leads to other work. Like, I know how to fix the appliances, so I can buy them for pennies on the dime, clean them up, and sell them for a big profit. Uh, I know how to take an appliance and break it down to its screws and sell the drain pump for $20, sell the agitator for $10, sell the inlet for $5, and out of that rinky-dink appliance, make about 300-400 bucks in parts. You're not gonna get it all in one night, but while you're sleeping, bing, you made the sale. Bing, you made the sale. So the art of appliance repair opens up doors for other endeavors. Maybe you're a property manager, you want to add value to your resume. Not a property manager, like a facilities maintenance guy, a superintendent, in your building or in your condominium, and you handle the day-to-day, stuff that breaks in the building. Imagine adding appliance repair to your resume in addition to all you know. Now the building got to go through you for all their appliances. Like, it's a good career. I'm happy to be a part of it. It's honest work, it's hard work, it's technical work. It's not for everybody. Uh you got to be good with customers. You got to be patient. It's a lot of driving, a lot of fighting with traffic. Uh, it's lonely. You're on the road a lot. Uh, but what I could say is that it pays. And one of the biggest challenges that I have is getting paid on time. When you in this line of work and you have vendors, sometimes you got net 30, net 15, net 21. So like, you do work today and you're not gonna get paid for it for a long time. But you get some COD customers and you get paid for them immediately. So it's obstacles, it's challenges, but guys, this is the show that I want everybody to comment on. It's the end of the year. I want everybody in the comment section to put, like, what do they think? Like, is appliance repair in 2025 a lucrative business? Is it a supplement business? Is it a part-time endeavor? Uh, that's what I wanted to talk about tonight, guys. Appliance repair and the direction of it, its potential or lack of. So I wanted to open up the discussion forum. I wanted us to take time, now that the year's over and we're about to start a new year. Let's take the next week or two and reflect on ourselves. Let's reflect on our careers, and let's make sure that we're doing the right thing and we're doing where we're supposed to. That's all I got for you guys, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. But before I check out, let me read a couple comments. I got some troublemakers in the building, starting with this guy right here. Holy moly, Saul Flores. Saul, what's good, brother? In case you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman right here, he's a direct representative of Marcone. And we were speaking tonight of MSA. We were also speaking of the MSA convention and the great opportunities that they present. Also, we have the other half of this endeavor, the glue that keeps all this together. My business partner, my friend, my comrade, Richard Zilka. It's glad to have you on the show, sir. Thank you for tuning in. Midnight. Again, ladies and gentlemen, before we get out, please, in case you don't know, check us out February 14th through the 17th. And if you can't make that, April 18th through the 21st, check us out. Again, add value to yourself. If you work for a company This is a wonderful leveraging, a bargaining chip. You imagine that you're a technician and Billy's, you work for Billy's appliance repair, right? And mind you, you're not the owner of this company, but you know Seal System. And not only that, you probably know Seal System better than the owner. When you go sit down at that interview table and you start talking about R600 pressures, you start talking about isolating the system, three-way valve, dual evaporators, it's hard to dispute whatever you want to ask for because you've made yourself at that point invaluable. And again, it's because of the esoteric art of refrigeration and the appliance repair capacity. And I just so happen to be partnered with this gentleman right here named Richard Zilka to teach that. So again, if you want to come on down and you want to learn this, let me share my screen one more time. Bear with me. Share screen. I'm almost done, guys, and then we go home for the night. Happy Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, all of the vibes. All right, hold on. Hands-on training. And again, okay? So we got Friday the 18th, and we got Friday the 14th, February the 14th. All right? No excuse, guys. There you have it. All right, guys, I'm about to get out of here. I think we got one more comment. What's this troublemaker saying? Good evening, B. I think it sure is. I've seen business owners send their kids through college, buy their homes, and so on. I've seen millionaires. I've seen guys with multiple technicians. But I've also seen guys with multiple technicians go down too. Thanks for training my customers. Mostly all of the 16 are doing Seal System and making more money. Just saying. Ladies and gentlemen, and in case you don't know, Marcone and TMM, we did a joint collaboration where we went out to Marcone and we put on a hell of a performance. And we trained their customers, and it was a hands-on event, and it was a blast. All right. All right, guys. Well, that's all I have for you this evening. I truly thank y'all for being here. Again, thank you for listening to me, this rambling old man. Thank you for being a part of this. I want to wish everybody happy holidays. I want to wish everybody a happy New Year's. And again, may your 2025 be lucrative. May you be of sound mind, sound health, love, peace, harmony. And that's all we have, ladies and gentlemen. And there you have it. Another episode of YouTube's premier Off the Clock Appliance Repair Talk for Off the Clock Appliance Repair Techs. I'm your host with the most, Brother B. And you could have been anywhere in the world, but you was here with me. And I appreciate it. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.